I had something on the stove I needed to get to. Um, I'm not allowed to cook, so I got to be responsible for what I do. Right, I got to keep a tab on myself. So what I was saying was that I have some good things going, but it's going to take some follow through to get some of this stuff rolling. Now the doctors I have, I am um, I am completely um, disappointed with the behavior of the doctors I've had, and I know I'm not the only one, and so that reflects off all the doctors. Okay, if you're a community care physician, okay, you're not a surgeon. If you're a surgeon, you don't, you do your job. You take the bolt out, you put it back in, you do your thing, you go home. Right? You're the work of the doctor. But the community care guys, they gotta be professional at this. They gotta know how to not only be a physician, but how to deal with people. Period. Right? Not just follow the status quo and forget everything else. That doesn't work for me. So it's put me in a heap of trouble where I'm trying to do the best I can to help myself, and I have to deal with doctors not willing to take the most simple actions to address my issues. That's disappointing. Right. So with the progress of my new of the new information I got from the people helping me, it sounds like I could be going in a good direction. And so we'll see how it all comes out soon, and we might not have to do certain things and plan certain situations if it could be taken care of with just following through with some simple steps, right? You know. So far it's like a half and half thing. I'm getting some care through Medicare. It's actually working out for me, and I'm getting a new wheelchair through Medicare because the doctor I have is actually following through, taking responsibility for helping me, right? For wanting to address my concerns and my issues as though it's not like I don't need it, right? So um, she's actually, following through with committing to help me get what I need to help myself. And so, that's leadership right there. All right, that's leadership. And um, I've been seeing a lot of that uh, with folks not working. Right, there's been a lot of disappointing things like we had the midterm. Well, it didn't really work out for us, but it worked out in the matter that we did succeed in, gaining a lot more Republicans in office, right, to take the House. So that was good. That wasn't a bad thing. It was a good thing. So um, with the other thing, now it's one of these situations where um, folks is conflicted. Right? There's some folks are being conflicted by um, this happy, good feel DeSantis. Right? All of a sudden, he wins. In his state, and he's got the balloons and the confetti, and all of a sudden, everybody wants to jump on board as though this guy is going to, take it from there. Right? That's not the way it works. I think it's irresponsible for him to run if he's going to, and put his name put his name in the running for president. I think it's irresponsible of him. And where are the Republicans to set him down and say, hey, look, we've got to work as a team here. There's strategy to this, right? There's strategy. And why haven't you come out and say, look, I know people want you to run. People are already spending money to motivate other people to have DeSantis run for president. I think it's absurd. It's irresponsible. We already have somebody that's going to run, and I don't see anything wrong with him doing it. It's just not the right time. You know, just not the right time. So again, leadership. It's a responsibility, and not everybody knows how to do it. Not everybody can be a leader. So I have somebody here waving me down, saying, "Don't be talking about DeSantis because people are going to get mad." Right? Don't talk about politics. That's what I do. I try to blend in my politics to my health care, and that's why I was saying the leadership in the doctors I have in the community have not performed. I've been very disappointed. It's been years. The person helping me with my case had absolutely been she said her mind was spinning after uh, reading all the documents, going through all my documents. Are you fucking retarded? I'm not saying anything that's concerning what I'm being general. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. Don't be specific. I'm not being specific. Can you just stop being a backseat driver? Okay, see? So do not talk about an open case. My case, this person said that their head was spinning because of all the documentation I had, and the leadership that's supposed to be. And don't talk to me like that. The leadership has not performed. Doctors are supposed to be our highest regarded leaders in the community. That's the way people see them. Right? I didn't make that rule up. That's just higher education. They take care of people's. They save lives. They do all this stuff. So they were regarded as angels, as far as the community is concerned. But so again, with the leadership, right? The leadership. No one wanted to take charge in trying to help me with my medical situation, and that's sad. That's completely uncalled for. That's sad. These are doctors that work in the community that you may run into sometime, right? And if I don't point it out and I don't make them accountable for their behavior and their lack of leadership, then they're going to go on, doing what they want to do without any opposition for, somebody complaining about them, and that maybe they're not aware of it. Maybe they're not aware that they're doing something bad and they need to be pointed out, and that's my job. And so that's the whole point. But I do think um, with I got a heckler in the crowd. I got a heckler in the crowd. Yeah, I need security. Take this heckler out. So I do think it's irresponsible, very irresponsible of DeSantis to throw his hat in the ring if he's going to do it. It has nothing to do. I like DeSantis. I think it'd be great if we didn't have a Trump and he was there. I'd totally vote for him. But we'd have a strategy into where Trump can lay down, which he already has. He's just got to finish it. He's going to lay down the foundation for DeSantis, so DeSantis can, finish it up and ironclad a lot of these things that Trump's not going to be able to finish in his 4-year term now. What he has left. And that's a strategy, people. That's a strategy. There's no one that's going to beat Trump. There's no one that's going to beat DeSantis. Who's going to beat him? No one. So why go for DeSantis if Trump's already in the running? He's already there to tackle the issue. Well, he's got a lot of baggage. That's a weak argument. It has nothing to do with the strategy of having a Republican in for 4 more years and then having DeSantis run for 4 more. That's like 12 years or more that we can be in control. All right. Now, I would think him as a leader, DeSantis, would take some responsibility and say, look, I'm going to be governor and I'm going to finish off my terms and I'll be president after Trump is, and we're going to control this thing for years to come. That's the right thing to do. Right? It had nothing to do with baggage. It has nothing to do with anything else that everybody, oh look, he's a red wave took a. So what? Who cares? Think about the people. All right. If Trump's not going to run after DeSantis, it's not going to happen. Would you rather have DeSantis and then the Democrats after DeSantis because Trump ain't going to take it? Or would you rather have Trump, DeSantis, and then the future of us having more time in the White House? Damn right. So it had nothing to do with that, people. Drop the argument. It's absurd. And you're going to be taking votes away. If you have both of them running, I'm voting for DeSantis. I'm going to vote for Trump. Where's that vote going to go? It's going to be split now. You want to give the opportunity to the Democrats because they'll take it. They'll absolutely take it. So I think it'll be much more responsible. Be responsible, DeSantis. Say, I'm not going to run. I'm going to be, taking care of my business here, which you guys elected him to do, and take the leadership role and make it happen. And then just, the keys are going to be handed to this man after Trump is done, which is only 4 more years. Going to go like that, boom. Going to be handed to him. And all he has to do is solidify all these things. If he wants to change it and put a spin on his own presidency, then so be it. But I think it's responsible for him not to run. Right? Take care of the people. I need the help. Right? Let the man that already is Trump that's already trying to do it, let him finish it off. So what? At least we have a Republican in the White House. DeSantis will be the next. Ain't nobody going to beat DeSantis. Boom, he gets all the votes. And we're done. Right? We got a nice run in there. So there it is. So if he does run, forget about it. All bets are off, man. It's going to create a lot of problems. So my update has a lot to do with leadership. I can't talk down to a doctor because I'm just a peon, right? And so when I point something out to a doctor, they get mad at me. Yeah, they get mad at me. I'm like, how dare you? That's what they're thinking. How dare you talk to me like that, you little, right? And I'm like, hey, you ain't helping me. So they control everything. These doctors are the gatekeepers, and they control the entire situation of your health, the way you want to be treated, and what you receive from them. So the update's good. I have a good following. I'm gonna right see if this is going to help me. And this person I have is helping me is going to follow through with their leadership role and take charge, right? Because that's what I need, and then I can get somewhere with all this mess, right? And it'd be good. Yeah. So that's my update, my little 2 cents in with the DeSantis thing. Ain't a big deal, people. He needs to take more responsibility, come out and say he's not running. Has nothing to do with baggage, has nothing to do with bad media and all this stuff. All he has to do is just hang tight and then he'll be the next one in the running. Ain't nobody going to be challenging him because there ain't nobody that can beat him. But this running this time will create some division, and it's going to create problems that we don't need. We already lost a lot of the midterms. A lot of things snowball. It's going to be difficult if we got a split house, or we got a split Congress, and we're not able to pass bills and all sorts of things because of the Democrats, and we didn't take a responsibility as a leader. So I think Republicans, you need to get your butt up, put on your big boy pants, and go talk to DeSantis and say, "Look, man, this is all about uh, a tactical move. We can control the White House for another 12, 15 years, whatever it is, if you just hang tight. That would be nice for the country because we need it, right? We need that. It's a desperation. I don't care what Trump baggage Trump has. I don't care. Just let him run and make things happen, and then DeSantis can ironclad it after that. And then we can have some serious stuff happen for our country and move forward with it. And it'll take decades before the Democrats want to ruin that because we'd have two back to back. I'd rather have that than have some confusion with DeSantis running this time, and some people get mad. People are gonna get mad, you know. But you guys that think that you know best, it's not about that. It's not about that. It's about having a leadership role. Republicans go talk to him, talk to DeSantis, make it, let him know that these are the options and this is the best we see for our country. And let's try to make that happen strategically. It's a strategic move. And if we don't do that, then we're not taking responsibility. And we might as well just hand it over to the Democrats. All right. Just give it to them. Here, you guys can be in control. And the GOP, we'll just have to figure out how we need to, resculpture our party. Do we want to do that or do we want 12 years? What's that, 4 and then 8? Right? I'd rather have that. Right? We can work it out while we have a Republican president. Right? Now, some of y'all too. I don't use the word hope. I don't like using the word hope in any of my day to day things or my meaning because it's like begging. I don't beg. I'm not going to beg. Well, I hope that no. It's either happen or it don't. Okay. So there's my two, and there's my update on my stuff. So I'll get back with you guys. Some good stuff happening in my medical case, not bad, but I'm making it happen. See, I'm taking the leadership role by following through with all these things, trying to get a doctor who's going to be a leader also, and I'm trying to make it happen. So far so good. We'll see how it works further, and I'll update you guys from time to time and maybe play a couple of songs, that kind of thing. I got songs I'd like to play, but um, I don't want nobody stealing my good ideas. I got some cool stuff that I'd like to, throw down with the guitar. Anyway,